What's it like to be with the wrong person for 8 years? Kind of like prison. Kind of like prison. Except in prison, at least I'd be getting fucked. So, okay, but the separation has been great for both of us. We're both thriving. We're getting into some cool shit separately, of course. He's like racing cars. I'm like racing to freeze my eggs. Really fun, really expensive. I realize now in retrospect that we had like a pretty good relationship for 6 months, and then I spent 7.5 years trying to fix it. Yeah. I think the problem is I'm a romantic at heart. Yeah. You get it. Like, if we have a magical enough first date, that just goes a very long way with me. Like, take me to sushi once, and I'll try to make your mom like me for a decade. I met my ex in my 20s and broke up with him in my 30s. Just a little bit of math for all the ladies in here. I'm trying to figure out my age, so, I just feel like I gotta be careful now when I'm dating, because like I could meet a guy I have chemistry with tonight, go home with him, and wake up in my 40s. That one's for all my Hinge dates in the audience tonight. Watch out. I'm just kidding. I can hear them laughing. There were some really good things about my relationship. Like, it wasn't all terrible. We had like a really like great division of labor, and which I appreciate. Like, I did the dishes, he forgot my birthday. But at least he stayed consistent. I mean, gotta give him some credit. Yeah, I feel like the very end of my relationship really just dragged on. It was like so bad for so long that I mourned it before it was over, but it's like just hitting my parents. So like I have to now guide them through the grief of my lost relationship. I'm like their GPS. I'm like connected to Catherine's iPhone. Recalculating. Turn right on coming to terms with my daughter is now a single comedian avenue. Continue on, you are our only hope for grandchildren highway. In 500 feet, watch out for unsolicited aggressive mom advice circle. You have reached your disappointment. Laughing at my disappointment. Thanks. Thank you so much. Okay, let's continue the saga. We were living together after the breakup, which I highly recommend to all of you. Several months, and like the first thing that my ex did was invite this girl over. Yeah, he did, who like I knew had been wanting to fuck him for years. I was like, I am not gonna stay in the same house as your mom. I mean, I get it. Like, there's nothing as sweet as the first pussy you were in. You guys are saying, but you were all in one, so joke's on you. That one is a true story. That was the first woman in my house while I was still there. I was like, no. So I moved out eventually, and I quickly realized I needed to learn how to be alone again. So I immediately got into a relationship and fell in love. And then the new guy immediately needed to move to Colorado. which like really hurt. It was like so hard for me. So yeah, what I'm saying is I'm back at square one. And like I'm not worried I'll never meet anyone. It's just like kind of hard to not notice that men are literally crossing state lines to get away from me. Come back. And just to clarify, like I'm not afraid to be alone. I just would rather die than be single. Just like kill me. Okay. Okay, people love giving relationship advice, have you noticed? And they always try to sound really woke. At least my friends, no one can relate. Okay, that's good. One of my girlfriends, she was like, kind of therapizing me the other day, and she was like, hey, she was just like, do you think you stayed in your relationship for too long because of your father wound? I was like, father wound? It's called a vagina. And no, we weren't having sex. You're a terrible friend. My ex and I, we had 2 dogs and we tried co-parenting. Yeah, but every time like I would go to his house, he would start yelling at me. And I'd be like, are we dating again? What's going on? My ex, here's the real problem. He still tries to convince me that we're friends. He just thinks we're gonna be friends forever. And I'm like, we're not. You can't be friends. We can't be friends. We just fucking lived together for 8 years. Anyway, he has this little thing where he wants to be known as the nice guy. He's like, come on, Kath, like I'm the nice guy, I'm nice. I'm like, you know what would have been nice? If you had broken up with me before you started fucking your mom. That would have been fucking, that's it for me guys, I'm Catherine. Thank you!